In today's data-driven world, the role of a business analyst is, well, it's more critical than ever. These are the folks who really turn a business vision into a reality. So what are the absolute must-have skills you need to succeed? Let's break it all down. Have you ever wondered about this? A brilliant idea gets all the funding. A super talented team is put together, but then, somewhere along the way, things just go completely off the rails. The budget blows up, deadlines get missed, or worse, the final product doesn't even solve the problem it was supposed to. The reason for all this is often way simpler than you'd think.
Yep, it's a translation problem. See, on one side, you've got the business visionaries. They know what they want to achieve. And on the other side, you have the technical wizards who know how to build stuff. But right in between them, there's this huge communication gap. They're basically speaking different languages. And that's exactly where the business analyst steps in.
Okay, so think of the business analyst, or BA as we'll call them, as that crucial bridge connecting these two worlds. Their whole job is to stand right in the middle of that gap and translate. They take those big strategic goals from the business side and turn them into clear, actionable requirements that the technical team can actually build. They make sure the solution really solves the business problem. In short, they're the ultimate communicators.
So how do they actually do it? Well, it all starts with a really solid foundation of technical skills. And this isn't just about knowing some fancy jargon. It's about having a practical toolkit to dissect problems and uncover some serious insights.
So here are the core things employers are looking for. First, data analysis and business process mapping. Then, you've got to be fluent in SQL. We'll get to that in a sec. It also means having experience with Agile frameworks like Scrum and Kanban, which are all about delivering value fast and being able to navigate those huge, complex enterprise systems. These are kind of the what you do skills. To be a really successful BA, you have to be able to talk to data directly. And SQL, or Structured Query Language, is that language. It's the industry standard for managing the databases where a company's most valuable information lives. It's how you ask the database questions.
And the way this works is actually super direct. It all starts with a critical business question, something that seems simple but is impossible to answer otherwise, like, at what exact step in our new online checkout process are most of our users just giving up and leaving? An SQL query can pinpoint that specific stage by pulling data from all over the place. And the results? It's not just a number. It's a strategic insight that could literally save a product.
Now, pinpointing that drop-off point with SQL is a huge win. But just presenting a raw data table to your stakeholders, that's not going to cut it. A spreadsheet with a million rows isn't an insight. No, the real magic happens when you transform all that raw, complex data into something that everyone can understand in an instant. And this is where an analyst's arsenal of tools really comes into play. They use platforms like Tableau and Power BI to build these amazing dashboards that actually tell a story with data. They use tools like Lucidchart to map out entire workflows, showing exactly where the bottlenecks are. And yeah, they're comfortable navigating massive systems like Salesforce or SAP, where all that core data is stored in the first place. But here's the thing. Having that technical toolkit is only half the battle. You could be the best SQL coder in the world, but if you don't have critical thinking and communication skills, you're just not going to be effective. Think of it this way. Technical skills are what you do, human-centered skills are how you do it successfully.
And that brings us to the second and equally important part of a great analyst's DNA. These are the skills that allow a BA to be way more than just a data cruncher. They let them become a true catalyst for change inside an organization.
Critical thinking is really the ability to analyze a situation logically, to question all the assumptions, and to come up with hypotheses that you can then test with data. It's what separates someone who just builds reports from a genuine strategic advisor. We talked about SQL as the language of data, right? But a great BA is a polyglot in a totally different way. They have to be fluent in the language of executives, of developers, of project managers, and of the end users themselves, and be able to translate seamlessly between every single one of them. Think about it. A BA has to gather requirements from the end user, then report progress to the project sponsor, then clarify technical details for a developer, and then make sure everything is compliant for the regulator. Each of these people has totally different priorities and a different way of speaking. The BA's job is to be the central communication hub that keeps everybody perfectly aligned. So beyond just communication, it's about a specific mindset. It's about being a relentless problem solver who just sees challenges as puzzles waiting to be solved. It's about being super adaptable because, let's be real, project requirements always change. And it's about conceptual thinking,
that rare ability to take a huge, messy idea and simplify it into a clear model that everyone can get behind.
Okay, so we've covered the technical toolkit and those crucial human-centered skills. Now let's put it all together into a blueprint for what a successful business analyst career really looks like.
The crucial point is this: success isn't about choosing between hard skills and soft skills. It's about mastering both. You have to build your technical foundation, for sure, but never stop honing your ability to think, communicate, and adapt. Embrace that role as the bridge, and most importantly, commit to always be learning.
And that last point, that is the most vital one of all. The business world does not stand still. New technologies, new methodologies, they're always popping up. A commitment to continuous learning isn't just a nice-to-have, it's the fundamental requirement for staying relevant and valuable in this field. It's non-negotiable.
Ultimately, business analysts are the architects who make sure that all the amazing technological tools we build are actually solving real human and business problems. They're the ones shaping our data-driven future. So, the only question left is, what will you learn next to play your part?